Quantitatives. Now let's look at our last topic today. Topic is quantitatives or expressions of quantity. Please take a look at these sentences. Andy bought 2 apples. He gave both of the apples to his brother. Neil purchases a few bottles of cola at the grocery store. He didn't buy much rice. Expressions of quantity precede nouns. They come before nouns. They tell you how many or how much of something there is or there are. Some expressions of quantity are used only with count nouns, and some are used only with non-count nouns. Some can be used with count nouns and non-count nouns. Let's look at some expressions of quantity. We have 1 and 1 peach used with count nouns. Each peach. These are not used with non-count nouns. Every peach. Next we have both peaches. A couple of peaches. A few is next. A few, then a few peaches. Several peaches. Many peaches. Now we have expressions of quantity used with non-count nouns. These are a little salt. Much salt. And now these expressions can be used with both. Not any peaches, or not any salt. Some peaches, some salt. A lot of peaches, a lot of salt. Lots of peaches, lots of salt. Most peaches and most salt. And finally, all peaches and all salt. Well, let's practice. Lewis, what do you usually buy when you go to the grocery store?
I don't go to the grocery store. My mother usually buys several pieces of meat. She doesn't buy much rice. Nobody likes it in my family.
Thank you, Lewis. What about you, Monica?
I usually buy several bags of food. I buy lots of vegetables and fruit.
Great. And Rosa?
I usually buy a little butter. Sometimes I buy 4 sticks of butter. I also buy mini eggs.
Thank you, everyone. So now we have a little time to look and listen. Look and listen. Jeff bought all the apples in the produce section. Most of them weren't ripe. Lots of them had worms. Several of the apples were good, though. Read and repeat. Review. Well, now let's do some exercises. Let's start with an easy exercise. Put the appropriate adjective before the nouns in the following sentences. Rosa, you can do the first one. Cal bought something apples and something bananas and something carrots. What did she buy?
Carl bought green apples, ripe bananas and fresh carrots.
Green apples, ripe bananas, and what kind of carrots, sorry?
Fresh carrots.
And fresh carrots. Good. Cal bought green apples, ripe bananas, and fresh carrots. Lewis, do this one. the something shopper was shouting at the something cashier.
The angry shopper was shouting at the rude cashier.
Good. The angry shopper was shouting at the rude cashier. Wonderful. Monica, your turn. The deli had a sale on something fish, something cheese, and something salads. What do you think it is, Monica?
My favorite section. The deli had a sale on smoked fish, French cheese, and Italian salads.
Good. The deli had a sale on smoked fish, French cheese, and Italian salads. Great job, everyone. Thank you. Now let's do an exercise practicing the different endings for adjectives. I'll give you a subject, and you give me 2 adjectives describing the subject. Please use the adjectives using the special endings that we learned today. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Just get some board space. And Lewis, you can do the first one. And that will be the something cashier. Monica, you can do this one. The something grocery store. And Rosa, this one's for you. The something shopper. Lewis, what's yours?
The dirty cashier,
Yep.
the attractive cashier.
Good. Dirty cashier and the attractive cashier. Monica.
The economical grocery store
Economical, yeah.
and famous.
The famous.
Yeah.
Good. The economical grocery store and the famous grocery store. And Rosa.
The helpless shopper, the thoughtful shopper.
The helpless shopper and the thoughtful shopper. Good work, everybody. Now let's pretend we're shopping in a grocery store. Let's each buy 3 things. And let's use units of measurement to talk about the things that we bought. Rosa, what did you buy?
I bought a bag of candy, a jar of ginger, and a piece of chocolate cake.
Sounds good. And what did you buy, Monica?
I bought a carton of eggs, a tube of toothpaste, and 4 sticks of butter.
Very good. And Lewis?
I didn't buy anything. My mother bought 2 pints of ice cream, a can of soup, and 4 rolls of toilet paper.
Thank you, Lewis, and thank you, everybody. Let's do another exercise. Let's fill in the blanks with the appropriate participle. So, Lewis, since you're so good with that last answer, you can go first this time. And I'll give you a sentence. You hate grocery stores. You think they are what, Lewis? You think they are...
I hate them. I think they are horrible. I think they are boring.
You think they're boring. Good. You think they are boring. Rosa, next one. The shopper was very...
Frustrated.
Ooh, very frustrated, okay. Shopper was very frustrated. And Monica, you can do the last one. My morning at the supermarket was very what?
Exciting.
Okay. Exciting. My morning at the supermarket was very exciting. Great job by everyone there. One last final exercise, and I think this time you can fill in the blanks with the best options. So let's fill in the blanks with an appropriate quantitative this time, like 3 apples, or a couple of apples, or some apples, or many apples, or whatever you think is the best answer. Right, let's go. Monica, you can go first. Janet only bought something apples. What do you think, Monica?
Janet only bought a couple of apples.
Okay. Janet only bought a couple of apples. Okay, Rosa, you do this one. We don't need something water. What do you think the best answer is there, Rosa?
We don't need much water.
We don't need much water. And Lewis, the last one. Joan needs something of eggs.
John needs lots of eggs.
Lots of eggs. Super. Thank you, everyone. Great job today. Now it's time to listen and write. Listen and write. Listen and write these sentences. Number 1. The grocery store was old and dirty. Number 2. The long aisles were filled with busy shoppers. Number 3. That cashier wasn't very helpful. Number 4. Economical shoppers are always looking for cheap stores. Number 5. Andrea bought 10 loaves of bread. Number 6. We need some new jars of spice. Number 7. Shopping for groceries is often boring for men. Number 8. My wife had an exciting day at the grocery store. Number 9. We need lots of groceries from the market. Number 10. Many shoppers were unhappy with the cashiers. Now check your work. Number 1. The grocery store was old and dirty. Number 2. The long aisles were filled with busy shoppers. Number 3. That cashier wasn't very helpful. Number 4. Economical shoppers are always looking for cheap stores. Number 5. Andrea bought 10 loaves of bread. Number 6. We need some new jars of spice. Number 7. Shopping for groceries is often boring for men. Number 8. My wife had an exciting day at the grocery store. Number 9. We need lots of groceries from the market. And number 10. Many shoppers were unhappy with the cashiers. Now read the story and answer the questions. Read and answer. Mike owns 3 grocery stores. They sell many things: produce, meat, clothing, and some small pieces of furniture. It is a big store. There are many aisles and lots of shelves. Mike has a couple of parking lots for each store. Kate is Mike's wife. She thinks that owning grocery stores is useless. She thinks her life is boring. Mike is always working. He is never at home. She thinks he is a thoughtless husband. She is a very frustrated wife. Mike wants to buy a bakery. He wants to sell fresh loaves of bread, pieces of strawberry cheesecake, and boxes of chocolate cookies. He wants to open his new store in 2005.